Hello, 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 family. I pray these messages find you at the precise time you need them. We're going to start with some energy healing today to open up the space. You might see the incense moving around now, also helping to set the intentions and ground the space. If you're open to receiving this Reiki healing energy, tap in with a 222 and 1111. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. If you are open to receiving this Reiki healing energy, we're tapping in with a 222 and 1111. Hello, Lisa. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. The light's really bright tonight, so I can't actually see much with the incense in my face, so I apologize. We're tapping in with the Reiki with a 222 and 1111. This is my amethyst crystal. It's more like an amethyst wand. She's very powerful. Hi, Eri, welcome in. Love Warrior, Grace, hi. Hannah, welcome in, welcome in. Dina might welcome in. Tapping into the Reiki, the crystal healing energy with the amethyst with a 222 and 1111. For grounding, clarity, and inspiration. Welcome in, Jim. We're tapping in with the 222 and 1111. And the healing is complete. Just a brief bit of Reiki today. So family, I'm excited for this evening because we've got a lot to discuss. We've got a lot to discuss. So I wanted to start this evening with some channeled messages for you all. Then we'll get into a back and forth of Q&A. People that are interested in having a personal question answered, that would be a $10 donation. But if someone has a question that's more applicable to the entire collective, I'm more than happy to just answer that for you all. So we'll get right into the collective messages. I've been talking a lot about shadow work on this channel for probably, yeah, last couple weeks, more in depth. Generally, I like to think that, that all of my videos are geared at some sort of shadow work realization, but it's been a really heavy emphasis on the meditations that you're going through on your own time. And with that come a lot of throat chakra activations. You can hear me clearing my throat a lot. Maybe some of you are having some, I just heard someone might have laryngitis, some other throat issues kicking up right now. You could also find that your nose is particularly runny. Shadow work is designed to help you reclaim your power. Carl Jung coined the term of the shadow, which essentially it accounts for everything that influences your personality that is outside of your conscious awareness. So some of these things you could say are lying in your unconscious or subconscious minds. And particularly these are the traits that we are conditioned to shun or not look at. So maybe someone could have a lot of grief in their shadow, a lot of anger, some embarrassment or humiliation, unprocessed abusive experiences. So shadow work is the process of gently holding space for yourself to revisit these circumstances as the observer, to fully reclaim your power from them. So we've been talking a bit more in depth about those meditations here on this channel in the last few weeks. I would definitely say it was Affectionate Pancakes. Check that out. That's an adorable name. Check out my last few videos for the last couple of weeks, live streams and uploads. So you're noticing also that your ascension symptoms are crazy. Some of them being like the throat inflammation. You could find that your nose is runny for no reason, that you have incredibly disturbed sleep patterns, like you're either not sleeping at all or you're sleeping so much. Your appetite is mostly gone. Probably. Your appetite is mostly gone until you realize that you have no energy and you're like, oh, I didn't eat today. So be mindful about this. You could also be noticing that you need to be drinking a lot more water. A lot more water. Hydrate, friends. And make sure that if you're noticing these slumps in your energy, that you are still eating. Because I know with all of these energies and all these realizations, it can be kind of like this sick in your stomach feeling that you don't really want to eat. But please find the will, find the strength to eat anyway. So yes, be mindful. And please make sure that you're getting outside, out of your house. Like, leave your house, leave your house, leave your house. Please go outside. Wherever you're staying, wherever you reside right now, please, you need to get out for some fresh air. Because I know a lot of you have been experiencing, it came through earlier as like sputtering engines. 11:11 on my timer. It's feeling like a sputtering engine where it's so much that you've been like oh, I'm ready to go. Oh my God, no. I'm gonna do nope. And it's like this exhaustion or this pull kind of like brings you back over by the wayside. Yes, fruits for hydration is excellent, excellent. Right on, Hannah. So please be mindful also that these energies are just the inertia wanting to keep you stuck. And I'm seeing that it's also a matter of your intention, right? So if you're saying that I'm gonna do this, but I don't really want to, or I'm gonna go to the grocery store today, but it's kind of like gross out, or but I don't really feel like it. That energy, that conflicting energy is what's preventing you from being able to take those steps forward. And it's as applicable to smaller things like getting up and getting in the shower as it is to things that are more like goal oriented in terms of your work or in terms of your creative projects. So please, again, be so careful right now that you are absolutely only speaking life into yourself. You're only speaking positive things into your life and into your mind. That focus on positivity, that focus on encouragement, on celebration, on joy, that's what's going to help you move forward. So this is going to be part where we collectively are moving through the rest of our shadows. And I have to tell you, it's not easy. And I felt some of your stomachs just drop into your hearts drop into your stomach right then. But this moment right now, yeah, this is all the incense, friends. And this message is so important that we keep getting messages here that are distracting. Please stay focused to the best of your ability, fam. So you're moving through your shadow, but you're also moving through the collective shadow. And some of these moments where you realize the extent of what you've really been experiencing has not been you is gonna be I mean, it's almost gonna be like a culture shock. Like, you're gonna be so Charles, welcome. You're gonna be so over the moon that it's done, but completely stunned that you believed that that was your reality for so long. So moving right along. So interesting today, Krishna. But I know these messages will reach exactly who they need to. And I know that if you're here with me, and you're like, yeah, the shadow work has been picking up, Jules. The shadow work has been insane. The shadow work has been knocking me off my ass, and I am sick of this shit. I'm ready for it to be done. Yeah. And I feel like some of you are so much struggling also as you're diving into these realizations and finding the complete healing. That newfound sense of confidence feels so fragile. That newfound understanding of yourself feels so fragile, and it feels so new and vulnerable, kind of like a sapling, like a baby plant that's just starting to grow, and it's so delicate. It's so delicate that we have to really be gentle with ourselves. And this means slowing down and taking our time with things. I know so much of us are sick of the struggle bus, so sick of the struggle bus. And it just feels like everything is piling on. And I want you to know that you're not alone. This is what the collective is moving through right now. So every light worker who's committed to the journey is going through this energy of like absolute overwhelm. You could also be feeling intensely overstimulated all the time at like the littlest things right now. And that's another reason why making sure that you're eating and that you're grounding is so important, because that helps your body regulate all the stimulus around you. So, okay. There was so much that my guys are like, Julia, you gotta talk about this, 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 you gotta talk about this. In my channeling sessions, they were just like, pew, like downloading so much in my brain that it's all just like, where do I start? Where do we start? I feel like some of you right now are a little bit afraid of the silence. You're a little bit afraid of the silence because you know that when you slow down and when you sit in that presence, when you sit with yourself and stay aware and you open yourself up to that silence, it's incredibly intimidating. Because this energy is highlighting all of the things that we have been working on, but everything that's been outside of our conscious awareness. So perhaps you've been working on your self-esteem and you thought that it was because of this memory, it was because of this moment, it was because of this relationship, and you've worked through all that. But right now, you are being guided in these moments of stillness, in these moments of presence with yourself, into realizations of even deeper realities that you couldn't uncover yet until coming to terms with these other things that were on the, we'll say, the most accessible layer of your shadow work. So that's one thing to be mindful of. When it feels like, well, this is coming up again and I've already dealt with this, I'm sick of it. Just know that it's because you're ready to take that realization deeper. You're ready to reclaim even more of your power. Now, some of you have been in an energy of something that hasn't belonged to you, but unconsciously, you've accepted it as your own. And what do I mean by that? You've been thinking a certain thing about yourself. You've been behaving a certain way. But what you didn't realize is that because you're so sensitive as a light worker, because you didn't realize how sensitive you were as a light worker, excuse me, my God, you're processing so much. You're processing so much in your solar plexus right now that it's like moving through me and I'm clearing it. Okay, so Crystal, Cashapp is in the description box. So also with your sensitivity, some of you are going to come to what the absolute fuck moments about what certain stories you've told about yourself, what certain realities you've lived that you thought were just normal because you thought there was something up with you that made you feel that way. But you're going to realize in these like bitch slap of a tower moments, I'm gonna tell you that's how it's been, in these bitch slap of a tower moment, how that reality really was never yours. It was never you. Okay, family, I'll give you an example from my life. So I've been working on the shadow work course for you all, and it's about ready to be available to you guys, which I'm super excited about. And that took my process a lot deeper, and my process of shadow work has continued to go deeper and deeper and deeper, to the point that I was like, you know, I thought I'd maybe like get a 10-minute break because that was a lot of shadow work for me. But no, they were like, no, you keep going deeper now, Jules. I was like, okay. And something that I've struggled with on top of my self-esteem was also hating myself. Constantly feeling the need to beat myself up and punish myself for whatever. And I had the most painful realization that, in fact, because I've been so sensitive my whole life, it means I've constantly been taking on energy from people my whole life and never really knowing that I was experiencing the way that they experienced their reality. I had taken that reality on from a family member. Literally, I had taken, yeah, I just heard somebody be like, what the literal fuck? Yes, that reality was never actually mine. That was not actually something that I had ever gone through life experiencing or feeling that way about myself because of something that I did or that I went through. That was something that, because I'm so sensitive, I sensed and experienced what that person felt like, what that person feels like inside their body about themselves. Mind fuck. I'm telling you, this was crazy. Give me a 444 if you've ever had a mind fuck like that, a realization of how much you experience as a sensitive person, as an empath, as a light worker, that was never actually yours to begin with. I am like annoyingly sensitive. I am annoyingly psychic. And I sometimes, like, I really tell people, like, I would never wish this on anyone. Like, I would really never wish this on anyone because it is a difficult way to experience life. To constantly know what other people are experiencing without them ever having to say anything to you, to feel inside your body the way that they are experiencing inside their own body. Like, thinking about themselves the way that they think about themselves as if it's my own thought process about me. Like, crazy. Fam, you're in for more awakenings like this. You're in for more of them. And I'm telling you, you're going to be so annoyed when you realize this, but it's going to be so liberating that you're going to probably laugh hysterically the next day. Like, I can tell you, like, oh my God. See, like, y'all are resonating. Epic. Like, we're all out here, like, not having it anymore. I'm gonna cry and drink my coffee. Yes, at 9:13 p.m. because they told me this was gonna be a long one. So, here we are, collective, doing our shadow work, taking our power back, owning our realities as our own realities, not all the bullshit that we picked up along the way. So that's why this shadow work has such a complexity to it. Because when you're going back to these moments, you need to make sure that you're making yourself aware of the projections that you were experiencing from everywhere around you. And once you release that layer, then you can get into the reality of what your experience was in that moment. And that's how you reclaim your power. That's how you reclaim your reality. It's hardcore. And this work is brutal. I'm not gonna lie. It is not fun to go back and sit through every single one of these moments. But I'm telling you, the energy that you're gonna feel once all of this processing integrates is amazing. Amazing. And you deserve to feel that amazing. Because you're that cool. You're that talented. You're that hot. You're that smart. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? So, wow, family, oh my gosh, did you just see that? Someone's energy who just popped in here, hi. I almost like knocked it everywhere. That would have been horrible. Okay. Is there anything else that you guys wanted me to get to about the shadow work? They wanted me to pull some cards. Oh, I like this deck. This is Alice and Luna's Tarot. Alice and Luna's Tarot. Hey, Crystal, welcome in. Crystal, you're amazing. I'm so happy you made it. Nicholas, it is natural. That's a funny question. I wanted to answer that. I don't know why people like... It's off topic. If you want to ask me more questions about my freaking hair, you can email me, sir. Well, hello, Indy. Welcome in, Scott. Hi, Chris. Oh my gosh, you guys. See, like, I'm sitting here, my face is flushed, and I'm smiling, and you know what card came out? The sun. Dang. So if anyone has a personal question, I'm taking donations tonight. $10 for a personal question. Otherwise, I'm also going to be channeling more collective messages and answering some like general Q&A questions for the collective relating to anything along the journey, anything you might find relevant. But I'm liking that the sun just flew out first. That feels really good. They're saying radical optimism. Whoa. Whoa. Some of you are seriously bogged down by other people's pessimism, but also their own feelings of inadequacy. Like that you're picking up on and feeling like it's a part of your experience. Crystal, we're so happy to have you as a member of our tribe. Yes, so radical optimism. This is going to be your saving grace, they're saying. Oh my gosh, I adore that. With the Queen of Pentacles here. Oh, so good. Oh, so good. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Yep. I don't know. I just feel like dancing. Yeah, okay. Right on. This is just telling the same story. Last one. Maybe two more. I'm hearing two more. Fam, this is also why grounding is so important and being present is so important. Literally, it is as simple as you anchoring into your breath. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like your thoughts are getting the best of you, that's your body's indication to anchor back into your breathing. Because when you're breathing, you have no choice but to be present in your body where you are right now. Yeah. I just felt like a few of you took a really deep breath. I pray it helped. And I know that it did. We have the sun here. Your radical optimism. The Queen of Pentacles. When you are radically optimistic about your life, there is no way to have low self-esteem. There is no way to have poor self-worth. That's what they said. And this energy here is saying you maintaining that vibration of alignment. Ooh. You maintaining your alignment is what's pulling you back into a healthy awareness of your value. And where's that coming from? The shadow work. The Knight of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. Your patience with the process. Your patience with the process. I feel like some of you are also feeling a bit easily spooked right now. Yeah, feeling easily spooked. And I think part of that is because of your third eye opening so much. Your third eye is getting activated and opening so much that you're starting to become more easily in tune with the spirit realm and can sense the presence of spirits and even see spirits with you, see your guides with you. They're becoming much more apparent to you. Much more apparent to you. Whoa. Y'all know I can't help but react to the energy. So I'm sitting here like jaw dropped. Shook. Hey, welcome in. Akram, welcome. We had the Five of Cups come out. Then Justice. Then the freaking Empress. Oh my God. Oh my freaking Lord. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Literally, this is the payoff you've been waiting for. You're wondering, why do I have to keep going to all those dark moments? Why do I have to keep feeling my feelings? Oh, family, I know it hurts and I know it's hard. I know it hurts and I know it's incredibly uncomfortable. Oh, here, thank you. Thank you. My altar's over here, so I'm just thanking everyone over there for bringing this back to my awareness. So some of you, if you're like me, you grew up feeling incredibly sensitive to everything, to the point that everything constantly just felt like it hurt. I know there are some light workers and some sensitives that are very, very fortunate to grow up with the nurturing and support that is highly, highly, highly required to help light workers and sensitive people, empaths, feel safe. I was not one of those people. And so when I was around a lot of emotional expression, it felt really overwhelming to me, and my body equated overwhelming to unsafe. So the unconscious thought was that the expression of emotions is unsafe. And because that was the mirrored reality that became my mindset, expressing my emotions is unsafe. So going through that mindfuck, I'm swearing a lot tonight, fam, but going through that whole realization, I was like, oh my God. And I realized, and it's been a process of realizations, that it wasn't just like emotions and people emoting or me emoting that was part of that. It was also just like noises in general, because everything would just be like, I felt that too much. So like, even like making noise or being heard, like showing up and taking space, that can even feel like a trigger. Like it's not safe to do that, because the people around you who did that, you might have felt their vibrations in a way that made you feel incredibly overwhelmed and unsafe. So going back into those moments, going back into that subconscious belief and saying, you know what? No, like you were just incredibly overwhelmed, and it's okay because you didn't know any better, and you weren't in a place that could support your solid foundation in the way that you needed. You weren't in a place that made you feel safe. And I can't go back and change that, but what I can do is say, okay, like I got you now. That's what we learned, but that's not what's true, because that's a mindset that's holding us back. That's a mindset that's holding us back from feeling like we can take up space in our own lives. And that was really just like crazy. Like, because where I grew up, I could hear everything in my space, like everything in my house, and it constantly just felt like the things that I was hearing, it felt like it was like hitting me literally. So like, because of all the noises in the kitchen, that actually made me afraid of the kitchen. So it's like, it's been a real like shadow work process of even getting comfortable cooking, which like isn't a normal people problem, okay? And I feel kind of weird saying that out loud, but I know that like light worker problems are not normal people problems. Light worker like are they serving it? Norma sensitivity. That's funny. No, like regular people do not have to deal with life the way that we have to deal with life, okay? Like, it is so hard. It is so hard. Yeah, a lot of time in isolation. Thanks, Yasmin. Yeah, Martina says you had a survival mechanism of like closing yourself off. Yeah, well, like, I mean, that's why so many light workers turn to drugs, right? Because, or like other forms of addictions where you're trying to like just shove it all down and numb everything so you don't have to feel as intensely everything that you feel. And for some people also, that just looks like straight up dissociating. And I mean, like shutting down in a sense. It is so hard. It is so hard. And so if you're like scrolling on Instagram, watching all these mental health people say all these things about mental health, just know that like, yeah, some things are helpful that you're gonna find. Some things are helpful, but also know that not everyone is out there speaking to the sensitivity of a light worker. And sometimes that can be like it can also be really difficult. Okay, for some of you need to hear this right now. You've seen some of your friends around you struggle with their mental health, but also come through on the other side of it very quickly. And you feel like you're in more of this energy of like, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's horrible, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's horrible. Please don't compare yourself to them, because their journey is different. Their sensitivity is different. And as such, their hardwiring for what you might term or it's called as resilience is a little bit different. And it's not that you're not resilient. You're even more resilient. The fact that you're still here and you made it all the way through your journey to this video right now speaks to your resilience, okay? Like humans generally have things that they're struggling with, but the sensitivity to which you experience everything within you and within others around you, because you can't help but pick it up, makes every single circumstance you go through that much more heavy, that much more, it can feel like debilitating when we're going back into this shadow work and just feeling like, is this ever going to be done? Am I ever going to be free of this? Am I ever going to feel like things are going to be okay? Am I ever going to get to a place where I can feel confident in manifesting with the things that I'm trying to create? Or is it constantly going to be that my mind is my own enemy? And it's just like, I know like some people I grew up with, if I try to have a conversation like this with them, like there would just be no way for us to like relate. Because we're on totally two different vibrations, you know? And so this is why like they're emphasizing so much right now to please not compare your journey to other people around you. Please don't compare yourself to other people in this journey. I mean, we're so fortunate here that we have a collective where we can relate to each other's experiences, and that is so special. That is so special. because we finally have like a place where people like understand us. If that is like the one thing that we've all spent our lives looking for, it is the understanding. It is the understanding. It is literally the validation that yes, it's okay to be that sensitive. No, you're not crazy. No, you're not crazy for thinking that you hear other people. No, you're not crazy for seeing spirits. No, you're not crazy for feeling when Gaia is upset. You know? It's a lot. And feeling the depth of your emotions can be so scary and so intimidating because you're holding on to so much, even the things that aren't yours. And that's why, like, oh my God, I'm super excited because in this course that I did, like, there are a few meditations that I shared with you about, like, specifically releasing the energy that you've absorbed from other people. And it's just like, it was so transformative. It was so transformative. Oh, and I encourage you again, like, I'll say it again. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. When you guys are moving through these moments in time, when these memories come up, I need you to say, okay, whoa, I see you, but we're going to shift the dynamic here. Cause like, I need to hold space for this when this is in an energy that I can process. You always have to make sure that you are releasing yourself from all external energies through that shadow work, through that first meditation of sitting in that moment, and then connect with the version of yourself that was there. Crystal epic. I'm gonna write, oh, I was supposed to get my notebook, hold on. Awesome, I will get there in a quick moment, but I just wanna see if there's anything else on this train of thought before I switch gears. Oh, Andrea, my dear, thank you. Do you have a question? Let me know if you have a question. I'd be happy to answer. Oh, Crystal, he's about to get on? Cool. Fam, I'm gonna start. Hello, welcome in, Timothy Knight. Okay, and then reading for Crystal. Hey, Sherri, welcome in. Eri's asking about blockages. I love that question, Eri. I love that question. Oh, Crystal, you're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Andrea, I adore you. Let me, okay, perfect. You have a question. Brilliant, okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much for saying that right now. Crystal C, thank you so much for saying that right now, because that was another thing I wanted to talk about before I get into your personal questions, guys, your personal reads. So when you're in all of the sensitivity with all of these ascension symptoms going freaking crazy, it's feeling like you just want to be inside doing nothing. And that isolation is necessary in the sense that it's helping protect you from your sensitivity right now while things are especially heightened. At the same time, I really, really, really want to encourage you to strengthen that muscle by putting yourself out there a little bit more. Again, like, the asks to step outside are like bare minimum. You don't have to see anyone. You don't have to smile. You don't have to spend money. You can just go literally step outdoors so you're in the sun. But it's going to help you a lot. Just even if just to help shift your energy this much, which could be all that you need in order to get into a new energy where you're like, okay, I got this, I can go. Okay. I know I said that on, I think, a live I did last week, but definitely needing you all to just step out a little bit more. Like, your guides are needing you to just take that one step, take that one step. Like, I can't tell you how good it felt to go to the grocery store today. I was like, oh, this is so horrible. Oh my God, wait, everything's epic. It's just like that feeling of movement. That feeling of movement can be so helpful. Okay, and I heard that's the message. So let's get into Tim's reading. Reading for Tim. What do you got? What do you got? Oh, thank you. My guides were like, hey, Julia, can you check the ticker in case he wants to go back and look at it? 4843. Okay. What do you need to know right now? What is most pressing that your guides are trying to get to you? Whoa. Do you have a lot of migraines or a lot of headaches right now? I feel like you're going through a pretty intense crown opening. Yeah, pretty intense crown opening. Ooh. Whoa, it hurts. No, not as of late. Tim and you live together? I figured. Crystal, I figured. Okay, well, if you're not going through headaches, I feel like it's one of two things. It's like your crown is opening and your guides are trying to get you messages pretty intensely, which I guess would be fitting if Crystal had you get a reading tonight. So let's see. The energy, you're gonna explode. Yeah. Pressure on the crown is also crown activations for sure. Because, yeah, this is really intense. I feel like your grandmother is trying to come through. I'm seeing, it's like she's wearing this, she's wearing this oversized, like, salmon pink sweater with the cuffs rolled up. Does that resonate? Does that resonate, Tim? Like the cuffs rolled up so you can see like the soft part on the inside? Yeah. She's wanting you to be a bit more patient with yourself. She's very sweet. Wow. She's got such a sweet energy and she loves you so much. She loves you so much. And I feel like her presence was so gentle and nurturing. Like, you carry her with you. I hope you know that. You know, like you you definitely like you definitely know that. I just feel like sometimes something will happen, like you get synchronicities from her, and you she's just appreciating the relationship you still have with her. Mm-hmm. Should I get that? Yeah. Nanny, she's very, yes. She's very much like, she's just holding you in this big hug and saying that she loves you. And she's very gently asking you to be, shall I say, a bit more open-minded, in the sense she's specifically saying the words not so hard-headed. I feel like you're very determined in the way that you see how you want things to follow through in your life. And it's very much an energy like you have vision, you have goals. It just feels like right now everything's at a standstill. And it's because the energy around you is shifting so much. The energy is shifting so much around you right now with the Hangman and then the King of Swords. I'm just hearing, I've got to get this going. I've got to get this going. But then it's like, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Let go of everyone else's burdens. Whatever this is that you're starting, do it for you. And I feel like maybe you needed the reminder that you are doing this for you. And it's not about what everyone else thinks. And Grandma approves. Nanny approves. She approves. And she's validating how much you're learning from this. With the 9 of Wands here. I feel like you're a very goal-oriented person, and something about, it's almost like your values are shifting right now. I feel like as you're moving through whatever it is you're moving through, like coming out of the woods, I'm seeing, you're going to start to get a different perspective on the things that you really want and what it is you're manifesting. This card is one of my favorite because it's the extra in this deck, and it's also speaking to the things that we want and the perspective we have when we go about manifesting those things. Yeah. Your guides want to encourage you to, and your grandma too, wants you to think more long-term. Think more long-term. Yeah, and that's your message, Tim. Mm-hmm. Thank you, my dear. Yes, with goals. Long-term with goals. Long-terms with what you want for yourself. Not really paying mind to everyone else's expectations, but really, truly getting in touch with what it is that you want for you. Yeah, fam. The intention is always that when I'm answering personal questions for people, that if there's someone here on the live that is meant to hear something that is coming through for them, Spirit often works in these highly aligned synchronicities that will always just end up like, everyone here will get something out of all of this. Start with what inspires you. Start with what inspires you. What fills you with joy, and move towards that. Otherwise, dive deep into meditation. All right, thank you, Tim. I'm gonna hop into Crystal's reading now. I want to offer some incense to you all. I just got some new incense. I'm an incense freak, okay? And I could just enjoy the experience of having things burning all the time. That sounds so tragic. Okay, sure. It's like the process of the meditation for me. Ooh, wrong end. But also very much the, ooh, that's intense. Whoa. Offering it and the way that it shifts the space always just feels so supportive. Sorry, my brain is like, can't. Crystal, you okay? Offering this incense to the earth, holy earth, the grid on which I reside, Shishiradamurli Gopal, Mother, Father, God, the land spirits here that support my work, to my ancestors, angels, and guides of the holy light, and also to everyone here. Okay, there we go. Crystal, your reading is starting at 1 hour on the dot. Okay. I feel like off the bat, you're doing so many little things right now for your peace of mind. Like really learning how to make a meditation out of your life. And that's a really cool message to be coming through. Which deck? There's like... Make it make sense. And then, but it's also this, this back and forth energy. It feels like a lot of back and forth energy too. How do I know I'm making the right choice? I'm hearing. How do I know I'm making the right choice? And I would ask that you think more about making what feels, the choice that feels most aligned for you, and then when moving forward, making that choice that you made the right choice. You feel more relaxed? Good. Beautiful. I love Palo Santo. So your first card out was the Ace of Shells. This is the Spirit Song Tarot by Paulina Faye. Very sweet energy here. Very, very nurturing. We have the turtle here on the Ace of Shells, saying happiness and abundance. You're really a guiding light for others. I don't know if you doubt that, but you shouldn't. The card. Oh my god, I went so far away. What? You got the Ace of Acorns with creative force and confidence. Whoa. Crystal. What? Okay, and there's your other cards. Wow. Huh? You got the Ace of Shells. I showed you. You got the Ace of Acorns. You got the Knight of Crystals with endurance and determination. Crystal, you're a gem. Queen of Shells with peace and compassion. And the Empress. I'm hearing have faith that everything will work out, because it's going to. I mean, all of this is leading you to brand new heights. That's what I'm hearing first and foremost. Brand new heights. This is... It's all these realizations, all of these realities shifting, all of these connections and choice points reorienting you to prioritize your self-love, to prioritize your faith in yourself. I feel like that's what this whole situation. I know it feels really intense right now, which is really interesting, at the juxtaposition as to this energy that I'm reading for you. It's all showing you how valuable you really are, how beautiful your heart really is. And you absolutely have what it takes to get through this. And I know you don't feel like you can totally rely on others right now to help you solve this problem. If anything, that's just reaffirming again that you have everything you need to navigate your situation. They're not really giving me any specifics. They're just saying, no, can you offer her this alternative perspective so she can see that this is all of these changes emotionally, all of these changes materially are bringing your focus even more so to the here and now, so you can see how beautiful your heart is. Your heart is so beautiful. Like, Crystal donating for Sherri to have a reading is mirroring the energy that you have. It's very much like you would absolutely give the shirt off your back to help someone, to cover someone else. And you have such a beautiful heart, a beautiful soul. And your guides are wanting you to take this time right now to be extra, extra gentle with yourself. To be extra, extra, extra gentle with yourself. Because you're beautiful. And I want you to, when you're going through all of these moments, I want you to go back and see pulling yourself out of these other people's energy and see truly how beautiful you are, how sacred you are, and how that is what was so triggering for people. It was never that you are a horrible person. It's never that you were a bully. It's that your light shines so brightly that it couldn't help but trigger everyone else, because you would do anything to help those you love. So please, please appreciate how beautiful your soul is, how beautiful your heart is. All right, my dear? You've got this. You've got this. And I'm hugging you. I'm holding you, okay? Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal Salazar. All right. Crystal C, you donated twice. I'm not sure if you saw that you donated twice, so I'm going to hop in here with a reading for you also, okay? We are going to get into Eri's questions now. Eri was asking about blocks right now. And I rephrased your question to say, what lessons are you facing right now in your spiritual growth? Because I feel like that's what you were targeting. You're so welcome, Crystal. Okay, okay. Crystal, I will read for Tami. Okay, Eri, we're starting your reading at 69:11. Okay, what blocks are you facing right now, and what do you need to know about them in order to overcome them? Okay, different deck. Yeah, we'll be using Matt Hughes' Ethereal Visions. Crystal, you're an angel. You're an absolute angel. Okay. Eri, let's hear about Eri's blocks, please, from her guides, her angels, and ancestors of the Holy Light. Their guides, angels, ancestors, holy light, excuse me. Okay. Wow. Okay. Eri. Eri, thank you for being a beautiful mod. I appreciate you. Okay. We have the Three of Swords, the World, the Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. And the Hierophant. I feel very much like you're struggling a lot right now with processing feelings of pain, feelings of sadness, of grief and loss, and also struggling with that, feeling incredibly isolated right now. And I feel like there have been a lot of moments where you've been trying to sit with everything and trying to sit with the emotions, but it just hasn't felt like anything's coming up, and you're kind of just like, well, how long do I have to sit in this? How long do I have to sit in this? And what's it gonna take? I just want to remind you that you're fully supported and fully surrounded by your guides at this time and your ancestors. They're fully with you, and they want to help you see that this isn't the end all be all for you, and that I know in this energy it feels like, oh, fuck, Julia, I've been seeing that in readings everywhere, but it feels like nothing's changing. So what good does that do me? It's very much this I'm hearing a calling to a prior practice specifically. Whatever higher power you have defined for yourself, whoever you subscribe to, your prior practice at this time is really, really, really going to help you feel seen and validated by the spirit world. Asking for signs, asking for validation, asking for direction, and working to put yourself out there so that you can be open to receiving these signs. And we're all here for you. And we're happy to have you as a proud member of our collective here, of our soul tribe. And that your faith is everything right now. Speaking out loud to the divine, if you can find a place in nature where you can reach out to the divine, I feel like that would be even more supportive than reaching out through a a congregation or a temple right now, because I feel like this is very much about the way that you've come to know and understand God, the way you've come to know and understand spirituality, and building from that foundation that you have a relationship with God, where you know God is speaking back to you, or your higher power, however you define. And you'll make it through this. God is guiding you very carefully right now through every single sign and synchronicity that you see. Your guides are very, very close to you. Very close to you. All right, my dear. Yes, the prayer practice will help you immensely. And that is your reading. Thank you so much, Eri. Thank you so much. And I love you. Whole fam loves you. We all love you. We all love each other here. All right. Hopping into the reading for Andrea. Andrea had a question. Ooh, I like this question. I remember being like, ooh, I like this question. 7808. Well, the first thing I heard was shaman, then I saw your own practice, and then I see you working with medicinal herbs, and I don't mean like shrooms or DMT. I mean you working with like actual plants, plant medicine, like herbalism feels really like a strong thing for you. I don't know if you are a gardener or you enjoy gardening or you like want to start doing that. I think that would be a really wonderful thing for you, because that's going to, I keep hearing like green thumb. That's gonna really help you. Oh my gosh. I'm like so activated right now. Oh my god. Let me see. I just heard, what about that? Are you vegan? Because I just heard plant-based so loudly. Plant-based. Tami, you're gonna go after Sherri, who's after Andrea, which is right now. You're not plant-based? Okay. Because there's something about like, yeah, it's just like, that's coming through so... I just heard explore other options. I can't tell if they're yelling at me that. Do you cook a lot? Do you enjoy cooking? You want to be? Wait, Andrea, you want to be what? Plant-based? A gardener? Because I'm just seeing like, I'm seeing you getting really into cooking and then making a cookbook. And I know that doesn't really seem like the most traditional way to be a healer in that regard. You want to be plant-based. Okay. Like, I think you're really going to be diving into like, okay, we'll say nutritionally functional veganism. Nutritionally functional veganism. Because moving from a animal-based diet to a plant-based diet can be very, very difficult and stressful on the body. So please make sure as you're making this transition and you are doing this, this is why I feel like you're going to be doing like a cookbook. You're going to be writing a cookbook. And when you do that, I would love it if you could send me a copy. That'd be epic. Can you sign it? Yeah, but they're wanting to make sure that you're like doing this in a way that is very nutritionally supportive so that you don't lose energy. Like veganism for light workers kind of thing, because light workers need more energy than most people. Yeah, and I just see like, I see you exploring the world of like just exploring the rich medicinal aspects of all sorts of plant-based foods is going to be such a unique sort of endeavor for you. Yeah, we have Queen of Feathers, 9 of Shells, 8 of Acorns. You like cheese? Well, you can take your time with it. Oh, it's actually really funny because there's this really epic place in Essex Market in New York City, which is in the Lower East Side, that has this whole, it's like a shop specifically for like gourmet vegan cheeses, and oh my god, it's epic. If you ever find yourself in Manhattan, do check it out and do tell me what you thought. So yeah, we have, this is epic here. This is epic here for you. We have the Queen of Feathers with perception and truth. It's a bat. Then we have the Penguin on the 9 of Shells with gratitude and fulfillment. Is it an eel? Is it a snake? I don't know. The 8 of Acorns. The 8 of Acorns with energy and results. The Queen of Shells with peace and compassion. And then the 2 of Shells with union and harmony. You might be looking into alternative meats, or even like making your own replacements for alternative meats, because a lot of the things like Impossible Burger and like Beyond Meat are really processed and have a lot of things in them that aren't great. And I just see you in your kitchen like chefing away and making your own sort of like replacements for that are really high in protein. Yeah, no, this is like, this is so specific. I hope this is helpful. Yeah, but I see that the more you start to explore how, I feel like you're, at least right now in your journey, this phase is going to be you becoming a healer through helping people build a knowledgeable and healthy relationship with a plant-based diet through your own research and life experience in making the transition. And that's your message. It's like so much of this is going to bring so much healing for you and healing to others, and you're going to feel so fulfilled. So fulfilled. You're not a big fan of cooking? Well, it could be you. It's all coming through like this for a reason. It's coming through like this for a reason. If it's not resonating right now, things could change for you in the future that it will resonate. My readings are always timeless. Like, yeah, they're just like chef. So maybe this is also a prompting for you to dive into why you don't like cooking and what are the beliefs and experiences you have around that. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing to be sorry for. All right. Thank you, Andrea. We are going to hop into Sherri's reading right now at 8616. What does Sherri need to know? General reading, okay. Okay. Sherri, I feel like you're working through a lot of, you're working through addiction right now and working on reincorporating a healthy self-esteem into, I'm hearing your daily practice. So it tells me you have some kind of meditation practice, some spiritual practice that you're engaging in every day, which is really awesome. And your guides are really encouraging you to continue down that path. Devil, Six of Pentacles. We had the devil first. And Six of Pentacles. Then we have the Page of Cups. Two of Cups. And the Hermit. I'm working through a lot right now in your self-perception and feeling like it's almost like you're learning to define yourself in a new way, coming from a platform of self-love, coming from a platform of self-forgiveness and really making peace with your past relationships. That's coming through pretty strongly. Like learning how to fill your own cup first, learning how to I'm just hearing be better for yourself. Like that's your words. I'm learning how to be better for myself. And I just want to give you a big hug right now. I'm holding you. I'm holding you. And that this is not an easy task, but it is very worthwhile. And that you're going to learn a lot about yourself in this process, but also come through feeling like you're completely brand new. You are well on your way, my dear. You are well on your way. You are well on your way. You've already overcome so much. You've already overcome so much. And I feel like right now this is so much your, it's like it almost feels like a practice of making peace with yourself and choosing things every day to love yourself better. Choosing thoughts every day to love yourself better. Choosing the right environments, choosing the right foods, choosing the right media to love yourself better every day. And you will get through this much faster than you think. So much faster than you think, Sherri. Because what I'm seeing right now is that you're building such a sanctuary internally in this process that you've committed to, that it's going to enrich you so much. That peace that you've been looking for within you is there. And you're digging your way to it. Yeah, I feel that. That you cut cords, I feel that. And I feel like there's going to be a bit more energy work on the horizon for you. Just in terms of like, just in terms of closing out some of these wounds that are most pressing from these connections. You're gonna get through this. You're so going to get through this. And take care of yourself, okay? Moment to moment. It's a moment to moment process. It's a moment to moment process, so just take it moment by moment, okay? You got this, and you will tangle your ass all the way up that hill. Extra pep in your step, for sure. Sherri, thank you so much for everything you do on this channel, that you support the collective, you support me. I appreciate you so much. It really means the world. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that's your reading, my dear. Andrea, if you're still here, your guides are like screaming at me that I went in a little bit of a different direction. I feel like that was a potential timeline for you, or that's, oh my gosh, that's the timeline that you would have gone down if you were still moving in the direction of a plant-based diet. But your guides are saying specifically to like explore different options, like perhaps vegetarianism or pescatarianism. Yeah. Like making stops along the way. All right. We are going to hop into Tami Youssef. Am I pronouncing your name correctly or incorrectly? Tami or Tami? Tami? I'm still taking readings. I'll take two more. Two more. Anyone else interested in a reading? I'm gonna take two more. Tami. Small a. Tommy. I don't know what you mean by small a. Oh wait, Tami versus Tommy. I'm so sorry. Is Tommy is a long A? A tall A? I don't know. First one, Tami. Okay, thank you. Brain. Thank you so much, Tami. All right. Normally, because like normally my guides would correct me, or your guides would correct me, or I'd hear your higher self be like, it's actually this, please. And that has happened to me before. Yeah, Andrea, don't go straight to veganism, but like start by taking things away and adding more of other things. If you can, just start with pescatarian. Oh my God, can't even say it. Pescatarianism, they feel really good about. Your guides feel really good about that. Bless someone with a free reading. Eri, oh my Lord. Who is in need of a reading right now? Akram. Astha, you're welcome to donate $10 and I can do a reading for you, okay? But Akram here, I saw, Akram, you made a donation earlier and it did not, it wasn't, with the conversion wasn't about $10. If you can donate more, I would appreciate that. And I'm gonna see, I'll feel into the energy of Eri's beautiful blessing. Collective, you're so amazing. You're so amazing. Like, Crystal donated 2 readings today. Eri donated a reading. Y'all are so wonderful. Yeah, Tommy was next. I'm just seeing like, because there are people still asking here about the reading. And if I'm still gonna do, I'm gonna do 2 more. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Akram, thank you. I love roses. What gave it away? What gave it away? Thank you so much. Okay. Astha, I think it's for you. I think it's for you, my dear. I'm happy you made it here. Yeah, my guides are like, yes, it's for Astha. Okay. Astha, I will get to you shortly. But now we're gonna dive into Tami's reading. Okay. Tami, what do you need to know? What deck are we using? Okay. Ooh. Whoa. What? Okay, Tami, you've been working really hard on, you've been working really hard on your mindset. Really hard on your mindset. There's like, What? Sorry, sometimes I get really exacerbated with spirits trying to come through. Huh? Okay, please, Bestie, can you hold off a sec? I'll make it a little clearer. A little bit clearer for me. Tami. Messages for Tami, please. Ooh, whoa. Okay. No. Okay. I'm only taking this many because this many cards flew out. But this is, whoa. Okay, so first of all, they're screaming at me. This book, I don't know if you watched this movie recently, you watched The Secret, you read the book. You've been focusing a lot on your mindset, you've been focusing a lot on the law of attraction, or this is something that could really be beneficial to you right now. I feel like you're in this phase of battling with your demons. We have, and that's specifically the phrasing that they're using. We have the Knight of Cups. No, it honestly just felt like someone was trying to remind you that you are protected. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, they're reminding you that you're protected. Whoa, I feel like your mind is so just, it feels like you're kind of all over the place right now, because that was coming through, then it was like the book, but then these cards, and then I'm like saying a different thing than not announcing to you or like saying what the cards are. It just feels like you're having a very tough time getting grounded right now. Clocked you, Gloria. Thank you. It just feels like you're having a really tough time, Tami, focusing on what it is that you have right in front of you. And it just keeps feeling like, oh, this energy's pulling like a feather in the wind kind of thing. And this is, I feel like this has been very troubling to you because you feel like this is a result of like attacks. And I'm not picking up on that as much as I'm picking up on just you're needing to get grounded and focus more on your physical life. Like really take the things from this book that you learned and put them into practice. This is really what you're needing right now is presence and focus, which is why it's really funny. Like Gloria just came through and was like, can I have a reading on what I need to focus on right now? And it's very much like you needing, I feel like there is a part of it that's like you don't have the validation right now that you're doing a good job and you're on the right track, but you really are. Like you didn't have the encouragement that you needed, but you really have come to a place where you're starting to give yourself that encouragement. Yeah, and I feel like even more than just walking in the grass barefoot, like you need to start focusing on your breath and deep breathing. Deep breathing, deep breathing. Deep breathing. but really not breathing up into your shoulders, because I can feel you practicing right now, not breathing up into your shoulders, but really focusing on breathing into your lower belly, like you're pushing your stomach down and out, because that's going to help you bring the energy all the way into your lower body where it's needed right now to help you feel anchored. Yeah, diaphragmatic breathing. So you had the Knight of Cups, you had the High Priestess, the Empress, the Devil, the Five of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, and Justice. You're absolutely going to make it through this period of trial on the other side. It's just requiring your patience and your commitment to staying as focused as you possibly can. Breathing, pranayam would also be pranayam, breathing techniques like the yoga of breath work would be very, very beneficial to you right now. Very, 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 very beneficial, because it just feels like you're getting very overwhelmed at the smallest stimulus, like very overstimulated, and you're not sure how to like come back to center despite all of this grounding that you're doing, because while it's like you're going through the motions, but you're needing more of that focus, needing more of the presence. And that's where your breath comes into play. Really focusing on your deep breathing, because that's going to help you get out of the mindset, out of the overwhelming thoughts, the hypersensitivity. And it's going to enable you to actually work through all these emotions that have been building up. So you can, working through these emotions that have been building up, and then that way you can bring a light to each of these situations, each of these memories. Just focus on your breath, Tami. Just one breath at a time. One breath at a time. Constantly bringing yourself back here to the now, here to the now. From here, this is where you can find the place of empowerment that you've been looking for. And the here and now is also going to be where you start to go through those emotions and allow these things to come up and release. And I encourage you to be patient as these things come up, because they're coming up because they need to come out. And I feel like you've been holding on to so much of this for so long, and it's all just being ready to let go right now. Yeah, so overwhelmed by everything. So when you're like, if I feel like even more too, like one of my favorite things, like not just walking on the grass, but just laying down on the grass and focusing on my deep breathing and feeling just the weight of earth, the vastness of earth holding me. Yeah. And a lot of these meditations too, that you'll be moving through these moments, be mindful also that as someone so sensitive, that you've been picking up on a lot of energies that aren't yours. So as you go through those meditations, step out of the energy also, release the energy also of everything you've picked up from everyone else. It's okay. Let yourself feel that. And know that it's coming up to come out. And every time you do cry, every time you do have an emotion that you express, it's something that actually regulates you, your nervous system. These things aren't meant to be held up and pent up within us. They're so much meant to be released. And it's safe for you to feel that now. It's safe for you to move through this. It's so safe for you to move through this. If you can find one thing a day that you're grateful for, just one thing, Yeah. And some of my darker periods, I've cried for days and months on end. I know what that's like. And we're all holding you here, Tami, and we're all sending you so much love and so much healing. And if you need support, please seek it. If you need professional help, please seek that out. Mm-hmm. We're all in this with you, okay? And know that they're saying this period is going to come to an end shortly. Within the next few weeks, for sure. You're so welcome. I know the next few weeks can feel like a long time, but also in the grand scheme of how long your life is, it's lots of doctors. Yeah. Well, I'll be praying for you, okay? Mm-hmm. I'll be praying for you. Thank you, Tami. And thank you, Crystal, for sponsoring Tami's reading. We're gonna move into Ashtha's reading now. Amen. Thank you. 113:53. Ashtha, we're gonna hop into your reading now. Not sure if you're still here, but we're gonna get into your messages. Let me know if you're still here, my dear. And I think you had a question, but I'm not sure. Yes, you are here. What is do you have a question, Ashtha, or is it just wanting to see what comes through? And God bless you, Eri, for sponsoring Ashtha's reading. Y'all are angels. Okay, these are the last two readings, Ashtha's and then Gloria's reading. Ashtha, do you have a question, or did you want to... I'm hearing you're typing now. Okay. What was the focus you wanted to have on your reading? My question on anything you can let me know about my kingdom spouse. It's been a turmoil lately. Your guides are saying that you have not come into contact with your kingdom spouse yet. So I'm gonna see. They're coming soon, though. They're coming soon. What is it that you're needing to navigate right now? Okay. What does Ashtha need to know? Mm-hmm. Um, there's this song that's coming to my head right now, a song that I haven't heard in forever. It's actually from the Hunger Games soundtrack. I'm gonna see if I can look it up really quick. I remember the lyrics. I'm feeling a little shy right now. Otherwise I'd sing it. Mother, listen to my heart. Mother, listen to my heart. There it is. Punch Brothers. Just as one beat ends, another starts. So you can hear no matter where you are. Sister, hide our love away from the evil we both know. But it can see you through these dark days, though they seem to darken as I go. Our love will see us through these dark, dark days, sister, till it lights the way back home. Sister, hide our love away. It can turn the whole world upside down. Shake it till the sky falls to the ground. But we don't have to reap the fear they sow. Friends, as long as we hide our love away, in the good they'll never know. Because what that song always means to me is that it's just this moment of like, you're finding your why. It's like you're finding the thing that you cling to that carries you through everything. Like you're very much in this energy right now where you're like, you're at the end of a very, very tough chapter. Because I mean, we got the 5 of Cups out. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. I mean, that's what this song feels like. This imagery is what that song feels like to me. Like, it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what you're going through in the sense that you're always going to be facing the light. You're always going to be finding a way to hold on to your love in your heart. You're always going to be finding a way to embrace the love of God in your life. So much so that you're able to cling to that higher calling no matter what. And I feel like your guides are walking you up and out of these situations right now, literally up and out with judgment. Literally up and out right now. And the last card was the 6 of Cups. And this to me speaks to like the culmination of your inner, whoa, oh my God. The culmination of your inner child healing. Like this has been the primary focus for you on your journey right now. Like how can I be protecting and caring for little Astha? How can I be preparing her for all of the beautiful things that are coming, even though sometimes they feel far away. Sometimes it's so dark that I can't see where I'm going, but it's just like this song, like hide our love away in the good that they'll never know. Like you're so much learning, like you're so much learning who and what to be giving your love to. who and what to be sharing your light with. Like, you as a light worker, you're so powerful and you're so sensitive. You have to be so careful who you're giving your energy to. You have to be so careful who you're giving your energy to, because people see your light and they think that they can just have a light like that by taking yours. And that's not how it works. So in all of this grief, in all of this healing that you're doing, you're taking all of your power back from these situations, and you're finding a way to be comfortable moving up and on by yourself. I feel like you're so much finding what it is in your heart that, like, again, it's like coming back to your why, like you aligning fully with your inner child. This is incredible. This is really incredible. And this is a very important season of your life right now. Your guides are saying a very important season of your life. A very important season of your life. Because this relationship that you're building and cultivating with yourself, of trusting God first and foremost, of holding on to your light and your love through everything, that's quite literally setting the tone for everything that comes after this. And I feel like you're learning how in past situations and past relationships you weren't in an energy of fully knowing how to care for yourself and show up for yourself, and that was mirroring in people that didn't fully respect you. So now that you're in this energy of self-respect, it's helping you move up and out of these situations, and you're like it's like you've got marching orders and you are following every single thing that your guides are saying. You're following every single thing. Like, if you had any doubt, please don't. Please don't, because you're doing the thing. Because you're doing the thing. And just know that as sweet as these moments of solace are in this darkness that you're moving through, that sweetness is only what's going to be magnified moving forward with your commitment to that. You have nothing to worry about. I don't know what you're worrying about, but they say you have nothing to worry about. All right, my dear. That's your reading, Astha. You're so welcome. I'm happy that these messages could finally come through for you at the right time. Because with this game, you know, it's all about timing. Always about timing. And your time where this shift is going to take place is very near. Very near. So hold on to the hope. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, Astha. All right. Yes. All right. Gloria in the house. Gloria in the house. Gloria in the house. Gloria had a question about what she's supposed to be focusing on right now. Gloria's the last question I'm taking for this evening at 10:55 p.m. my time. I want to thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you so much to the mods for holding down the fort. Thank you so much. God bless Crystal C and Crystal. Crystal, you need... Oh, God bless you. God bless you. You need to know that you're a light in this world. Eri, you need to know that you're a light in this world. And I want to thank you both so much for facilitating the healing and the messages that needed to come through for these beautiful souls that were in the right place at the right time. So thank you all so much. I have Gloria that I'm going to do the reading for now. Gloria, are you still in the house? I don't know if Gloria's still here, but we're going to go ahead with Gloria's reading. And that's going to be at 127. 17. Yes, hi. You're so welcome. Let's see, what does Gloria need to be focusing on right now? Oh, sorry, I need another look of that. That was really good. Okay. Gloria, what do you need to be focusing on at this time? Okay. Said not to take them, so I'm not going to take them. I feel like you're really on edge. Just very tense, and I'm almost, it's almost like I'm hearing your blood pressure is a little high. So just be mindful of that. If that's something that's in your awareness or not, but just something to be aware of. Nothing bad, just something to be mindful of. So what came out for you was the Six of Cups, the Tower, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and your last card was Death. I feel like right now you're moving through a lot of shadow work, and that's where your focus needs to be, is moving through any childhood dynamics that prevent you from feeling like you can own your reality and step into your power. And that ultimately is going to create such a complete transformation, not only of your inner world, but of your physical reality. Like, I'm just hearing like so much time could be spent doing so many things, but what you're needing right now is a practice of shadow work specifically, because like going deeper into your childhood dynamics specifically to see like where certain things have been, like what dynamics, what moments in your life have been, I guess, essentially lying to you about your creativity, about your power, about the force of your passion. The force of your passion, like your drive. Your drive. And determination specifically. Also picking up that this could be a bit of sexual healing as well. Like finding healing in your childhood dynamics that then makes sense why certain relationships or partnerships didn't pan out in the way that you wanted them to, so that you can then find a dynamic within yourself that prioritizes that emotional fulfillment, which I feel like has been something that's been missing from some of your relationships, some of your dynamics. And you're going back in time to focus on these childhood dynamics and going back in time to see, I'm hearing what really went wrong. It feels like there was some fear around vulnerability, but I'm also feeling like you didn't feel like it was your time to open up, or like these connections were really suiting you. So yeah, there's just an emphasis on healing your romantic partnerships. And that's your message. Thank you so much for coming out, everyone. And I pray that these all resonated in the way that they needed to, that everyone who came and went found something for them, because I know that these messages, yes, you're so welcome, Gloria. God bless you. And I'm so happy to have you here. This was so powerful. I find these personal readings like are so incredible, and I love how much they serve you and how much everyone here is getting something out of it. And it warms my heart that, like, especially my mods, like these these are longer live streams, so they can be a little tough. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. Eri, Lune was here for a minute. Lisa, thank you so much. Like, you guys are incredible, and I couldn't do this without you. Sherri was here for a hot minute. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible. Absolutely amazing, and I adore you. To my dear collective, thank you so much. To everyone who booked a reading today. Why did I say it like that? Everyone who got a reading today, I adore you so much. Like, Lune's here. Hello. Y'all are incredible. Like, there is so much. I mean, even if it just is a way for all of us to, like, get to, like, it's kind of like a weird way for all of us to get to know each other a little bit better. But it also can be like, hey, we're all like, hey, I'm going through that too. I thought I was the only one dealing with that. Or like, whoa, wait, that was for that person, but that sounded like it was really specific for me too. And it's just amazing to see how much, like, spirit works in a way that cross resonates. Like, I've been fortunate enough to go to, like, a few live readings with, like, other psychic mediums where they're, like, doing it for crowds, and it's like that same sort of thing where, like, someone, like, usually if there's, like, someone that needs to hear something specifically from their person, but that message could resonate with, like, 8 to 10 to 20 other people in that room, you know? So that was just so incredible, and I feel so lucky that I can hold space and channel messages for you all like this. Like, oh, I adore you so much. And thanks so much for sticking with me. I love you all so much. I pray you have a beautiful day, night, evening, wherever you are. I appreciate you, Eri. Thank you so much. And thank you, shout out again to Crystal C and Eri Bonilla for just blessing the collective tonight. Like, y'all, you don't even understand how much that's gonna come back to you. Like, that's gonna come back to you so amazingly. So amazingly. Nicholas asked a question. Yes, sometimes. Yes, sometimes, but nothing really scares me. Well, fam, it's your guides too. Like, I'm hearing from your guides too. Our guides are awesome, Crystal. Our guides are awesome. Shout out to your guides. And I will say also shout out to my guides who, like, bust my ass and make this possible. I love you all so much. And I'll be doing a Black Friday sale. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm excited for that. And I've got some other things that I'm working on. Like, I know the shadow work course, like, it's almost here. It's like this close to being ready for you guys and available to you, okay? It is this close, and I'm so excited for that. But I have other things that I'm working on too that I know that you're gonna be really excited about. So yeah, the Hierophant says go to sleep. God said go to sleep. All right, family. Yeah. Keep on keeping on. You all got it. You all got this. We are demon slaying Thelma and Louise for sure. Weapons at the ready. For sure. All right, fam. Y'all have a beautiful night, okay? I'm excited to bring these things out to you that I've been working on. And it's gonna bring, like, because I know it's what you guys have been needing, and I know my lazy ass has been over here like, oh God, when's the right time? When's the right time? So yeah, it's gonna be epic. Don't mind me. I'm a work in progress. I adore you all so much, okay? And I don't want to take any more of your time because we've been out here for over an hour. Almost, wait, what? Math, Julia, try again. Math was never my strong suit. 138 minutes is more than 2 hours. So thank you all so much. I adore you. You're beautiful. You have a beautiful evening too, Lune. Take care. I adore you all. And you're fantastic. Yeah, I appreciate the likes. The likes are helpful. If you think that there's someone in your life that could resonate with these messages, there's something in here for them, please pass this along. These healings are for everyone, you know? And I know they're readings, but they're also healings. The readings are healing. All right, fam. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rest of your time in space that you're in. All right. Okay. Good night, everyone. See you soon.